Briefly, here's my story. When I was 17 years old, I walked into our church building to attend a youth group. And the adult leader had us sit in a circle, and he said, hey, we're going to do some crowd breakers so you can get to know each other a little bit better. And he asked us this question. He said, if you had to describe your life with one word, what would it be? I hated that question. Instantly, it caused me pain. It terrified me. It was horrific. I so wanted to be popular. I so wanted to be confident. I, on the other hand, struggled with being an introvert. I was raised by parents who were wonderful people, but they raised me very simply to love God, to be kind, and to be content with what I have. And I wanted more. But the reality was I was going to have to answer that question. And I so badly wanted to exaggerate it. I so badly wanted to state a word that was way beyond myself, but hey, these youth group kids were my refuge away from the difficulties of my high school. So I knew I couldn't fake it. So when it came to me, I said, well, I hemmed and hawed a little bit, and I said, well, I just have to describe that word as average. I'm average. I'm an average athlete. I'm an average student. I've got a very average personality. I'm just plain average. And I so badly wanted everybody to say, no, that's not you. No, you're way better than that. You're special in this way or whatever. But everybody looked at me and kind of nodded and remained silent. And their silence affirmed that I absolutely nailed it. Well, we went on and, I don't think anybody took that game or that crowd breaker nearly as seriously as I did. But at 17 years old, I went away from there and I determined that I was not going to be average. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but there was a calling, there was a drive to achieve far beyond my natural capabilities. I left and I determined that I wanted to fight above my weight class, and I wanted to compete on the highest level and achieve on the highest level. One of the things, though, that was really critical to me, and this is absolutely key, and that is that the values that my parents taught me, love God, be kind to others, and be content with what you have, I didn't want to give those up. Those were important values to me. And so my life has been the pursuit of high achievement. Achievement at an incredibly high level was always my aspiration, but to do it within the boundaries of very positive values, morals, and ethics, and to keep my faith, to achieve at the highest level without losing my soul. Now, there's one value that my parents gave that I tweaked a little bit, and that is to be content with whatever I have. I tweaked that, and I determined that I am going to accept any outcome. I'm going to take full responsibility for it, and I'm going to accept it. But I've never been content. I've never been content literally in any area of my life. But the key is that I want to teach people is that outcomes and focusing on the outcomes is actually more detrimental than it is positive in achieving those outcomes. It's very subtle, but over the years, I think I've discovered the key, and I look forward to training and coaching many people in living this amazing life. And so now the word that I use is abundance.